Yes, I'm John from Go Marine, and we're the UK distributors for these smart boats. We started distributing them in the UK a year ago, and they're designed by French naval architects called VPLP, who are experts in modern hull technology. And what they've done is to apply modern hull technology to a powerboat of this size. We think for the first time since the war, really, we've got a completely new hull form, which is based on a very sharp bow, which cuts through the waves, and a very shallow form of hull as it goes back. So unlike most powerboats of this type, you've not got the deep V that you've got to lift out of the water. So this boat will plane at 9 knots. Very efficient hull form, easily driven, uses a much smaller outboard motor to get the same sort of performance as you'd normally use an engine twice the size to get the same performance. That's the basics of the design. And then when you get on deck, you can see the amount of deck space there is. There's a 2-berth cuddy, there's a picnic area. I mean, it's just amazing for the size of boat, and we think completely new technology is going to transform boats of this category, really. We've got the write-ups here from the magazines that do the sea trials. They've been out with us in all sorts of conditions in the Solent, the Menai Straits, 4.6, 4.7, and it's a really comfortable ride because of the hull form again. And it's got a seawater ballast system which enables you to ballast it and cut through rather than be bouncing up and down on the chop. So we think it, answers all those points, really. So if you take what I've just been saying about the efficiency of the hull and the shallow draft and the way it's easily driven, you're paying much less to buy the engine in the first place. It's much, much more economical to run, and the hull form's so easy to launch and recover from a trailer, so you could even keep it in your back garden and take it to launch in different places, tow it behind a family car. It's Yamaha outboards we put on the back, which are all modern 4-stroke petrol outboards, and you can fit anything from a 115 through to a 200 horse engine, depending what sort of performance you want. And in this area we've got the 2 bunks or benches which come up or down depending whether you want to be sitting and having a picnic or whether you want to clear the deck space. You can obviously fold down both benches to get a really big work area. Underneath the floor here, got an amazing amount of stowage for a boat of this size, so that's quite popular with water sports enthusiasts, divers, people like that. And here you can see the picnic table which pops out and sits on the deck between the 2 seats. Then if we go forward, this is quite a cunning, the leaning post here has got a space which normally we would fit a cool box and a sink in here. For the boat show, and because we haven't sold this boat to an individual customer, we've obviously not fitted this out. But you get an idea of the amount of space that's available in there. And then coming forward, you get the walk around deck with the option of dropping in the sun deck, which fills the whole space. And you can lift those out and you've got a complete walk around deck, which gives you easy access for anchoring and mooring. And when this is out of the way, you've still got a double seat here, which is really comfortable and which can be used at sea, which on most powerboats of this size, you just don't sit forward of the helm position because it's too uncomfortable and too wet.